guys, welcome to another Mind Right Monday tip of the week. I'm Bonnie Kelly, and this week we're coming at you with questions and answers. So this week we are answering one of your questions that got sent in, and it was from Annie of Sacramento. Her question is, Bonnie, I don't understand why I allow other people's actions or lack thereof to get under my skin. Please help. All right, Annie of Sacramento, not a problem. I'd be happy to answer that for you. So the question again, why do I allow people or their actions or lack of actions to emotionally affect me? Well, a big reason is because you have emotionally bought in to the result. So one of the big things is that when we are affected by what other people do is that we either are taking ownership of what their behavior is, or there's some part of us that are identifying that their reaction is somehow connected to us mattering, our self-worth, our self-esteem. It could just be that, that we're good enough or that we're lovable. And so too often is that because we don't differentiate their behaviors and action as nothing to do with me, is that we tend to then take ownership of it. And you didn't do that because you don't care, or you didn't do that because that I don't matter, or that I'm taken advantage of, or I'm underappreciated. So when we begin to have that kind of emotional set point back here, it's going to affect what we feel out here. And so really what we want to do is to separate and recognize that their choices, actions, reactions, and lack thereof are really on them. So you want to begin to separate that and realize that you can't control other people. In fact, you have zero control. You can influence other people's behavior. You can influence other people's reactions. You can motivate others, but you can't control what they choose to do or not do. You don't have that kind of power. So when we begin to separate that and start to just focus on you, Annie, focus on your behavior, your actions, and in this case, your response or reaction. Know that nothing you say or do means anything about me. Even if it's a direct insult towards me, that has nothing to do with me. That's your opinion. That's what you think matters, and that's based on your values. So when we begin to separate that, we begin to really just know thyself, understand, what your values are. So here's my first tip, Annie, is that I would recommend for you to ask yourself why. That's my favorite three-letter word, right? Why? Why does this bother me? What is it about me that I feel that is missing? Or what is it about me that I feel that I'm not getting? And so when you begin to ask that question, you're going to begin to recognize that, maybe I feel rejected. Or maybe I feel that I don't matter or I'm not worthy. And when you track that back even further, you're going to come to realize that that is something you might have felt for a long time. So that's your work. That's what you have to work on, being able to untangle within the mind, to untangle it out of the subconscious, bring it into the conscious so you can actively start working to remove it. Now, by doing that, you become less reactive. Because you understand your triggers, and because you also know that other people are entitled to being other people, and that they have their own values and their own opinions and their own morals separate from you. And even again, if they are projecting it towards you, remembering that that is really them, and having that compassion and that understanding to allow other people to be other people. So hopefully, Annie, that helped a little bit. If you have more questions, make sure to contact us and answer. We'll be happy to answer them for you live on these awesome videos, or we get back to you a lot of times on the email as well. We get a ton of questions in, and we love sharing because, trust me, you're not alone. So I'm Bonnie Kelly. Don't forget to comment below and tell me what maybe you would suggest to help Annie with this problem. We'd love to hear your advice, and all of you out there are experts in your own way. So make sure to comment below, email us your questions if you'd like to see us do a video just for you at getinspired@bonniekelly.me. And don't forget to check out all of our awesome new classes, live events, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week.